Good morning, sir. You're Gregory Vasquez. And Mr. Vasquez was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of driving while intoxicated.
Right out of the gate, we're dealing with a third-degree felony DWI. That's not a first mistake. That usually means prior convictions. In Texas, this is serious territory. Prison time is absolutely on the table. The real question now is, will this be punishment or opportunity?
I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any additions or corrections?
No.
I didn't see any, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Vasquez, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily.
Did you catch that? 10 years. That's the actual sentence, but it's being suspended. That means he avoids prison for now. This is what probation really is. Prison time, hanging over your head like a sword, one violation, and that 10-year sentence becomes very real.
Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, find you guilty of driving while intoxicated. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 10 years in the institutional division of...
This is structured accountability. Ignition interlock means he literally can't start a car without passing a breath test. 10 days in jail. That's the reminder. The court is saying, we're giving you freedom, but we're watching. Would you risk violating probation with a decade on the line?
Texas Department of Corrections, but I'm going to suspend that and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes all the standard rules, but it also includes entering and successfully completing the JCDI program, as well as having an auto ignition interlock device on any vehicle that you drive, which you should probably already have based on your bond conditions. You are ordered to serve 10 days in jail as a condition as well. And what's your position?
We'd ask to do those on weekends, and if not, weekends are not available, we'd like to schedule that out so he can let his job know.
Where you work during the week every week?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you work? Okay. So any issue with weekends?
No, Your Honor, there's no problem with that.
So I will allow you to serve your 10 days on weekends, and that will start this Friday. You will be ordered Friday the 6th. Friday, today's Monday.
And there it is, the warning shot. Judges don't repeat this unless they mean it. Probation isn't a second chance to play around. It's a contract. Break it, and the consequences are automatic. The system just shifted responsibility entirely onto him.
Are you already putting us at Thursday?
Yes.
You're ready for the week to be over already. We just started.
This Friday.
This Friday, February 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. You will report to the Jefferson County Jail, spend the weekend there, and then you'll do that every weekend until you serve those 10 days. It's important that you're on time at 6 o'clock, that you don't skip, you're not late. It's also very important that you don't show up under the influence. Some people think it's a great idea, show up under the influence, sleep it off over the weekend. It's a violation of your probation. You'll be right back in here. And so if you do everything that you're supposed to on this probation and complete it successfully, this is a great opportunity because for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over. And you'll be able to serve that 10-year sentence while you're out on probation. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you'll be brought back into court and you could be facing that 10-year sentence that you've already agreed to. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I've also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. A firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Gilthorpe. All right, sir, if you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you. Mr. Skinner, in cause number 25, DCCR 1852, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of theft of property from November 6th of 2025, and how do you plead to that charge? Speak up. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I need you to speak up because I can't hear you, and this lady over here has to hear you. Okay? So use your big voice. Use your outside voice instead of your inside voice, okay? Okay. So I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Rennick? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine, and there would be restitution.
18 years old, 2 felony cases pending, and still smoking marijuana while out on bond. This is the moment judges see as a character test. When you're under court supervision, every choice matters. So ask yourself, is this immaturity or self-sabotage?
Determined, if any, between now and when we come back for sentencing, and if there is any restitution, you would be required to pay that. Do you understand? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Skinner is not competent?
Not for those tests.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to reset your case so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today to start that process, and she's sitting at that desk right over there. Okay? We'll see you back at sentencing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. How old are you, Mr. Jubert? 18 was the last time you smoked dope. What? Last week? What made you think that was a good idea with 2 felonies pending to come be smoking marijuana? You don't know? And you're not working? Obviously, you know that's a violation, number 1, of the law and of your bond conditions, right? Speak up. How do you think you're going to get a job if you're smoking marijuana? What? You quit last week? Wow, congratulations.
That escalation is immediate. Bond just doubled the pressure. And now comes the drug patch, constant monitoring. The court is basically saying, you say you quit, prove it. In the courtroom, promises mean nothing without proof. And now, the clock is ticking.
You realize how ridiculous that sounds to say I quit last week? Mr. Jubert, I'm going to find today that obviously that is a violation of your bond conditions in each of your cases. I'm going to raise the bond in each of your case because of that violation.